What's up, everybody? It is past midnight, but I have been wanting to um, do some more gaming, and I need some help. Um, if you have any reflective plans for the power armors, please let me know, and hopefully we can work out a deal. I'm in the process of trying to get them, but if I can find the plans and buy them from somebody, that would help. Also, um, please follow me on Facebook and TikTok. Okay, it's my username CryptixKaneX. Okay, on TikTok, if I hit 50 followers, then I will be able to stream on there, and within 2 months, I should be able to stream on Facebook as well. Um, I'm already picking up steam, and I appreciate the support that I've gotten. Let's keep this up. There's a lot of information that I provide in my streams. Um, I encourage everybody to listen to my podcast, the Christian Constitutionalist Podcast, on Spotify. And if you are able to support me financially with a one-time donation, that would be much appreciated, no matter how much it is. So, with that being said, let's get into it. This this stream is going to have a little bit of possibly everything. I'm gonna be trying to do lives. I'm sorry, raids. I'm also going to try to be doing uh, looking for plans. I'm also going to be trying to um, look for certain weapons, and I'm also going to be um, just talking. Um, so so yeah, it's late, but I'm really grinding on this, guys. Um, I got to play with some family members that don't really like being on a stream, so I got to play with them for a little bit, and I've got to be up. I got to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning, which is less than 6 hours from now. But I really want to get this done. I want to move up, and I want to see where we can go with this. Okay, I really do. I really want to see where we can go with this, and I oh, and I really want to see where we can go with this, and I'll be honest with you guys. I want this to be a stream of income, and I want to help try to form a community and be able to help more people. Okay, like I want to be all in on this. Um, it's so your support is definitely much appreciated um, in this whole process. Fallout, and I've said this for a long time, it has one of the best communities, if not the best community, out of all the games I've ever played, including Elder Scrolls, which that says something. This is my favorite power armor. I love it. I know it's not as strong. I do have the Vulcan armor, but I really do want to try to improve this. And one of the things I'm really starting to appreciate that some of the developers are doing is that they're trying to allow you to have the opportunity to take any gun, any armor, and improve it and make it the best that it can possibly be, and as strong as these other armors, if not, close to it. So that's what I'm really liking about that. So if I can get this armor to where it can be really powerful, we're gonna be doing some big things. Cause that's my favorite power armor. I do like the original. I think of what is it? The T-45. I do love those power armors because they're the classics. Oh my goodness. 500 stim packs? Oh my goodness. I just posted a video on Facebook of one of the raids I was doing. And it's just a small clip. And oh my goodness. Is that really the case? I've got 891 views in 30 minutes. That is so awesome. That is so freaking awesome. I really do hope they fix the servers on this. Because I don't want it to be like an Anthem. This game has so much potential, and it's grown a lot. The main issue I have with this game is the servers. That's the main issue. Oh, I guess this is not loading. I guess this is it. Hold on. That's the main issue I have, and many of you could possibly relate. And, yeah. Many of you could possibly relate. Oh, that's what I was here for. Hello? Oops. Hey, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Um, Question. Are you using, is this your main account, or are you using a backup? Oh, no way. Hey, how much do you want for your 500 stim packs? What deal can you break with me? Let's make a deal. I've got some caps. Able to offer you a deal for them. I'm not sure if this is your backup account, or a side account, or your main account, but I'm willing to pay you for the stim packs. I collect them for me, my uncle, and my dad because that's how we spend time together on this game. So I collect them. So the more stim packs we have, the better, especially for when we're doing raids. Dude, no way. Are you serious? Hey, let me give you something. Let me give you something. Hello? Hey, let me give you something. That's dude, that's a whole lot, man. That's a whole lot. And I'm not necessarily too new to this game despite my level. Let me give you something in return. Please. I'm not looking for handouts. Hello? Hello? Do you have a mic? Oh, now I can hear you. Hey, how you doing, man? Oh man, dude, it's going well. It's about midnight my time, and I've been just trying to grind on this game. I'm streaming right now. I'm recently getting back into Fallout, and to be honest with you, I've played over like 1,500 hours. I didn't want you to think that I was a new gamer. I don't know. I didn't know if you could hear me or not, but I saw the. Yeah. Oh, so you were literally a 56. Well, dude, let me give you something for those stim packs because me, my dad. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah. How about this? Um, if well, first of all, let me give you some caps. Okay, I don't expect you um to be given. Dude, that's a lot of stim packs, bro. I like to overstock on stim packs because my dad, my uncle, and I play. So we are always looking to help each other. and along the way we help others. Just like when we started playing back when I was in the military, we had, man, several people. That was 2021, 2022 ish. No, yeah, 2020, yeah, 2020, 2021, maybe 2022. And dude, we had a lot of people help us, man. Brother, I'm telling you, I can give you some caps for them. Like, I've played over 1,500 hours of this game. I promise you, I'm not a newbie, man. So I want to give you something for your caps. So here, let's trade, and I'll pick a bullet or something. And here, I'm gonna request. Oh no, you don't. That Elder's Mark. How much you want for that? Yes. Yes. How much do you want? I gotta pay you, bro. I'm not just gonna take from you, man. I gotta pay you. Okay, let me. I've got 23,824 caps. Okay? If I gave you 20,000 caps for the stim packs and for the two guns, I will also help you with laying down a bunch of items, and then you can move them yourself. I'll put down everything that I possibly can. My uncle, and I'll tell you why. My uncle, I came across this gun, and my uncle said, "Hey, don't get it. It's not worth it." He made me a gun because I'm still getting back into it. He made me a gun, but he's not able to get me that gun, the Elder's Mark. And so we do a lot of the raids. He recently bought it, or I'm sorry, went through some event 3 or 4 different times, got it. He used it on that first robot on the raids and freaking killed. And he was like, "Hey," I told him, I said, "I'm going to be up all night streaming. So I'm going to try to look for them. So if you could give me the 2 Elder Marks, I would give you the 20,000 caps. That will leave me with about right under 4,000. That will allow me to have the 2 guns for me to get one for myself, one for my dad." The only thing is I don't know where the other gun is. If you want to give me one gun, that's fine. Brother, it won't hurt my feelings because the gun that I have right now is decent, but really, well, dude. Well, dude, I stream. Like, I kid you not. Like, right now, I am streaming. I'm streaming on YouTube. Uh, I'm streaming on Kick, and I'm streaming on Twitch. Pretty soon, I'll be able to stream from Facebook, and I'm trying to get enough followers to where I can stream on TikTok. Because I need 50. So, like, dude, I'm recently starting to grind on this game again. And so, it helps my stream. But, I mean, hey, how about this? We'll do the deal for the 15 for one of the guns, and then that will help make up for the stim packs as well. Yep. Yep. Where have you been grinding at? Have you been doing raids? It's a bridge. No? Okay. Well, hey, I'll start putting down. Um, Here, let's see. View image. Oh, the Mothman Museum. Huh. Is that the one on the bottom left? It's called Gleaming Depths. Yeah, it's at the ash heap. If you go straight down from where we're at, where are we at? How in the world do you even do a screenshot? Oh, okay. Here we go. Yep. There we go. And then how do I send it to you? Yeah, you go to the robot. Yeah, that my dad, my uncle, and I, we literally defeat the robot and we do it all over again, and we keep doing that over and over and over and over again. Oh, dude, because man, if you show me where that is and we can grind it out, that would be perfect. Now, if you want to level up, Raids is going to be the place. How much have you leveled up tonight? Okay, just defeating the robot, you'll move up at least one level a game because of the level that you're at. You at least will. Okay, well check this out. I'm gonna start laying some stuff down for you. Okay, um, and then you can delete. Where do you want me to set all this stuff? Because um, I can set them all in like a place, and you can individually pick them, and then you can delete them. Okay, here, let's do this. All right, bro. Let's see, only resource. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's do. Put this over here. So it's out of the way. Oh no, yeah, it's okay. I'm just laying the stuff down for me, for you. Um, yeah. Oh, dude, it's not a problem, dude. I appreciate you and what you're doing, man. Yeah. Um, it, they've improved a lot. I mean, a whole lot. Um, I do not like that I do get kicked out of the games a lot. It might even happen while we're on, but PS5. Oh, dude, it's insane, dude. I cannot tell you how many times it has happened. I mean, dude, it happens all the time. Sometimes twice an hour. Bethesda also makes Elder Scrolls, and dude, they've got thousands, if not millions, of players playing at the same time. And yeah, dude, it's way better servers. Well, I'm streaming from my laptop. It's I'm playing on my PlayStation, but I'm streaming from my laptop. If that makes sense. Yeah, I have a podcast and all that stuff, dude. I'm trying to get more people to. Uh, I'm trying to talk to more people, and just trying to help open people's eyes to what's going on in our world. I preach, and there's a lot of stuff that I refute in our world today. A lot of false doctrine. Yeah, so I preach at a small congregation every week, and I also I talk about the I talk so um, I'm a Christian, but I was I'll tell you this much: there's over 45,000 religions that claim Christianity, and as I've considered Christianity, and I've considered the 45,000 religions that claim Christianity. Christianity is more about self than it is about Christ, and many people don't understand that because, and remember, I'm ex-military, okay? So the things I say, it's coming from the inside, okay? Um, the average religious individual is not much different than the American voter because whatever sounds good and makes them feel good, that's what they'll go with. Okay. I live in Texas. Yep. Yeah, man, dude. Brother, I'll give you some more insight about me, man. Um, I lived most of my life in Vegas. I come from a broken home. My dad left me when I was between the ages of 11 and 13. Well, me and my sister. Um, I've started building a better relationship with him, but he not only left the church but went out in left field. Um, my mom became an alcoholic. Dude, it gets crazy, man. I was homeschooled growing up. Yeah, absolutely. Do you want me to lay down some of this more stuff? Yeah, but yeah, man. There's a lot of stuff, man, that I've been through. There's a lot of stuff that I expose, and my whole deal, man, is to try to reason with people and to try to wake people up to what's around the corner in our country. Um, I talk about a lot of things that a lot of people are not aware of. I expose big pharma. I expose our government and what they're involved in, especially when it comes to human trafficking. Human trafficking is something I've been exposing ever since I've been out of the military. I expose. I mean, dude, like, dude, I expose some stuff. And I prove it all. There's a lot that I'm heavily censored on social media, which is why one of the reasons why I wanted to start streaming, because it helps, cover up that. It helps, the algorithm and all that stuff. It doesn't really catch it. And so it allows me to be able to help wake my fellow Americans up, well, but without being censored. So this is like one of the best ways I can do it. I care about people's souls, and I care about people's lives, and I want the best for people. And it's amazing the amount of how should I say this? The amount of manipulation and deceit that has gone in our country for so long, and how many people don't even realize it. So I'm yeah, yeah, yeah. How old are you? You're kidding. Dude, I am 26. You sound a lot older. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this much, man. Protect your family. You, dude. I'm telling you, my wife and I don't have kids right now, and there's a reason why. Um, be careful how you raise them, and be careful who you surround who you surround them with. And you can take what I say with a grain of salt, but let me tell you, we hand over our children to satanic individuals, and they are indoctrinated and they are influenced, and parents don't protect them. I study human trafficking, bro, and let me tell you, the number one cause for human trafficking is poor parenting. So, like, yeah, dude, you have to. You have to, bro. You have to. It's the number one reason why America is falling down is not is because we've left the Lord, absolutely, but for two, men are not men. There are more males in this country than there are men, and so that is a huge issue. You can be 80 years old and still be a boy, or you can be 18 and be a man. It's which is hard to come by these days. And you look like you're actually trying. I don't know how you were raised. I don't know your upbringing, but you seem to have a decent head on your shoulders. And so I hope that maybe you'll take a look at my podcast. Maybe you'll learn a thing or two. I've had to learn a lot of things the hard way, bro. And it's not good. And I'm hoping that people will take the time to listen to me, especially because I'm ex-military and I expose a lot of things that most people are not willing to expose, and if they do talk about it, they water it down. I talk about everything from Big Pharma, with our kids being vaccinated and poisoned, to our kids being indoctrinated, to males becoming men, and how we don't have enough men in our country. We actually have more males than anything. I talk about how we make our families vulnerable when we fail to lead properly. Dude, I talk about so much, man. I call out false teachers and preachers who are leading people away and weaponizing the scriptures. Um, Dude, I got silence from a congregation. A congregation asked me to preach on Sunday afternoons, and I did. And I started talking about the spiritual warfare, and they shut me up by taking me down on Sunday afternoons, and so I left that congregation. Many times I've been, you know, people have threatened to kill me. And it's all because of what I exposed and because I have a heart for protecting the innocent and fighting against that kind of evil. So that's a little info about me. I talk about it on my streams, and I also try to get people to look at my podcast and to keep up with that and to support me in that as well. Just trying to get the truth out there, man. It's so bad, man, and we need more people stepping up. And let me tell you, bro, I definitely don't have much support in all this. Like, it is crazy. But anyway, take what I said with a grain of salt. I'm not going to talk your ears off all night, but take what I said with a grain of salt and consider it, man. And I hope that you take a look at my podcast and look at especially the episodes that talk about Big Pharma and what they've done to our children and the lies that they told, and how we partake in pharmakeia when we hand our children over to them and have them poison our own children. It sounds crazy, but I've been doing this research for years, and I've been exposing this for a very long time. And it's funny that all this information is starting to come out now. And so it's just, dude, people thought I was crazy for exposing human trafficking. They said, many of them said that I was making it up until Sound of Freedom came out. I'm not, why would I die? Why would I put my life on the line for a lie? So, anyway, if you're interested, I have my podcast on Spotify called the Christian Constitutionalist Podcast. And also on my stream, I've got QR codes that you can scan that will send you direct links to that. Or you can look me up at Real Anthony Kane on my social media, on X, Instagram, and TikTok. And you'll be able to access stuff from there as well. So, hopefully the information helps. And hopefully you take some time to think about it. So, just trying to protect the innocent, man. Just trying to fight for my fellow Americans and warn them. So, before it's too late. But what do you think about the stuff I laid down? Cool. I had to start stacking everything all over the place because of I was running out of room. I couldn't make it look pretty. So if you can't use them, yeah, store them, dude. If you can't use them, just store them. So. Awesome. Good deal. So, do you want to level up tonight? Or do you want... Alright, yeah, if you know where that is, dude, I will follow your lead. Because that would be awesome to get. Awesome. Oh. Okay. Yeah. It's a lot of information that I just told you, and I don't expect you to retain it all. Because, dude, when I was 18, I didn't know much of this stuff. So, I'm trying to look out for someone, man, because let me tell you, if I knew what I knew now back when I was 18, I would have avoided a lot of issues. And so, like I said, you're a fellow American, and awesome, dude. This is what it's about, guys. This is what it's about. You see, I got a lot of information in a small amount of time to talk about this stuff. On the day of judgment, I'm going to be the books are going to be open, and I'm going to have to answer for everything good and bad. And let me tell you, I got a lot to answer for. But being in contact with people like this and letting them know, like, look, I am ex-military. This is what I expose. I'm trying to help look out for your family and look out for you. It might actually help me get connected with people, and hopefully they start really thinking about it. So, I care. I care. And I'm so censored on social media when it comes to talking about this. But people, y'all need to know. Y'all need to know this stuff. I'm telling you, y'all need to know it. Y'all need to know it. Your young ones are looking to you for understanding. And they're also looking to you for guidance and for protection. Stu's 18. Oh, can you hear me? Okay. There's a ruckus going on up here. Well, let me ask you. Um, are you saved? Well, let me ask you. Are people saved because of their faith, or are people saved because of obedience? Now, faith. Well, I'll tell you this much, man. Read the scriptures for yourself. Many people follow a social media gospel. Faith is a huge part. All you got to read is, I believe, Hebrews 11. Many people call it the Hall of Faith. Faith is a huge part, but obedience is what matters, especially. For example, well, let me put it to you like this. Faith without works is dead. A lot of people claim to believe in Christ, but they don't obey Christ. They want Christ as their Savior. Yeah, the best way I can explain. Well, I'll tell you this much. We don't know how long we have to live. And not a lot of people think about eternity. If I told you the amount of times my life flashed before my eyes, you'd fall over. Well, I'll tell you this: the Christianity that you see in the world today is watered down. Uh huh. Yeah. Well, if you want to stay in contact with me, you can, and I'd be more than willing to help you, man. Because let me tell you, we're not promised tomorrow, and the decisions that you make today will have an impact on your kids. The most important thing, and I tell people this, there are some things that are coming around the corner, and I don't say it to put the fear of God into people, and it's the whole deal with Revelation that people keep freaking out about, that has nothing to do with today. But people don't read Revelation themselves, and they don't realize that Revelation in the original language means apocalyptic. Apocalypse. And so it's written in apocalyptic language, figurative language. And so, and there's verses like Revelation. You're looking for the Mothman? Ah, well, oh, okay. You know what? Let me try looking it up real quick. Um, what's that called? The Elder's Mark? Oh, can you hear me? Oh, okay. To get. Let's see here.
Which will have a chance to start every 20 minutes. And if you complete this event, you'll have a chance to get the Elder's Mark at the end of it.
Okay,
The first
every 20 minutes. Um, it's. Let's see here.
To get the legendary Elder's Mark SMG in Fallout 76, you will need to participate in the Beasts of Burden event, which will have a chance to start every 20 minutes. And if you complete this event, you'll have a chance to get the Elder's Mark at the end of it. The first legendary perk on this weapon will make it gain on.
It's called the Beast of Burden event, and it starts every 30 minutes. And based off the picture, it's seems like the Mothman area. That's eviction. No. Yeah, it looks like the Mothman area. So I guess we stay. I guess we stay here until um till we figure something. Let's see here. Dude, I thought you were in your late 20s. Like you sound really mature. Like nice. Well, I'll tell you this much. There's a lot of people that wouldn't have heard me say what I just told you. And I appreciate your honesty. I really do. Um, it yeah. Well, brother, the hardest thing is being obedient. And that's, dude, if you think I got it together, man, just because I preach, the scriptures say that those who preach, those who teach, their judgment's going to be harsher. Guess what, bro? My judgment's going to be a lot harsher because I preach and I teach and I help guide people. Dude, I'm telling you, I obedience is the hardest thing. But I want you to munch on something, and then I'll bet. Well, yeah, I believe what. Yeah, it's I think one of the verses that you may be thinking of is, "Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound?" It's being a disciple of Christ. So there's a lot of people. If you look at a lot of people that proclaim to be Christian, they receive. I wouldn't even say like you. There's a lot of people. No, and yeah, and I appreciate the honesty, but there's a lot more people that are more involved, and they believe that because they accept. Yeah, they believe that because they accepted Jesus into their heart that they can live any way they want. And that's simply not the case. And let me tell you, this is how crazy it is. I've asked people for Bible studies and people have pushed me away. But they turn around and they're like, "Hey, we want you to come to our church." And I'm like, I'm trying to show you the gospel. You say you believe in Christ. Well, let's study together to make sure that we're both are right with the Lord here. Brother, Mormons were created in like the 1800s. Joseph Smith is a false prophet. What they won't tell you is that he got drunk and he saw an angel. That's what happened. When you read Galatians chapter 1 verse 8, Paul writes to the Galatian church telling them, if we or even an angel from heaven preach any other gospel than what we preach unto you, let him be accursed. Guess who else also experienced the same thing? Muhammad, who also started Islam. There's actually a lot of similarities between Mormonism and Islam. A lot. What's up? Are you talking about? Well, that thing starts 3 times an hour, and so each server is a different time. Well, do you want one of us to stay and then one of us to go? Okay. Let's see here. I gotta get some of this weight off of me. So let me. Hey, there's an event. Eviction notice. It will give us. It will give us points. Um. Let's do that. Yep, I'm loading in right now. There's a difference between having a belief and being convicted. What happened? Ah. Oh. That's all right. Uh, what's my point of view on what? Uh-oh. I lost you. On weed? Uh, you're going in and out, brother. Yeah, oh yeah, now I can hear you clearly. Okay, so I lived most of my life in Vegas, okay? They legalized marijuana and everything there. I personally don't partake in it. I do acknowledge that there are uh, health benefits to it, to those who are in need of it, but I believe it can cause a person to not be aware of their surroundings, which the Bible condemns drunkenness, and basically when you're drunk, you have no idea what you're doing, where you're at. You lose all self-awareness. And so exactly. Can it be used moderately? Maybe. I choose not to do it, but if someone actually has some health issues, absolutely. I believe that it's toeing the line of being involved in pharmakeia, which is drugs, magic, or sorcery. That's the Greek word for sorcery, though, but it means magic, drugs, or sorcery, and so it can cause someone to be in a trance. People can start seeing things. Yeah, exactly. So the effects are similar to drunkenness, but just not as hectic, if that makes sense. So it's a thin line. I wouldn't partake in it, but like I said, there's health benefits to it. Yeah. But at least you're still aware of your surroundings. See, you couldn't work out if you were drunk or if you were impaired. So, yeah. What is normal today anyway? you, yeah. I really hope people start becoming more truth seekers. There's nothing more in this life that's more important than seeking truth and obtaining knowledge. Um, I well, in order to search for truth, you do got to observe, and you got to take in a lot of knowledge, and you've got to be able to discern. You got to be able to discern. Yeah, we just got the points, bro. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I've got so many mods. Um, what I can even make you a gun. Okay. Which gun are you talking about specifically? The 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 Elder's Mark? Okay. I can do it if you want, but I highly encourage you to. I'd rather just make you a Tommy gun, and you have everything on it, because that gun is a unique gun, and it, dude, I'm telling you, my uncle made me a Tommy gun with similar attributes, and when he used that one, it killed that first robot. I mean, the quickest we've ever seen. Hey, I am down. I'm down. Let's do it. And you could sell these for a good penny as well. So people grind hard enough. Like, look, dude, I gave you 15,000 caps, for the stim packs and for that. Dude, that's a good amount. Like, people are willing to pay for that, especially with all the new gamers coming in. People will pay for that, bro. That's how this community is. That's what makes this community so great. Is people will help you. Dude, I can only think of like one instance where someone was rude to me on here, and that was like maybe two and a half years ago. Like, dude, uh, where are you at? Oh, there you are. No, you don't have that yet? Here, I'm gonna head back to your base. Do you have the crafting tables? Okay, I'll lay them down and you'll just store them. Uh, yeah, sounds good. You lead the way, and I'll just fast travel to you. I'm 26. Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. Oh, dude, I don't take offense to the question, bro. Um, the reason why my wife and I have decided not to have kids is because of what's coming around the corner, and that's Agenda 2030. Um, Agenda 2030, if you listen to the World Economic Forum, they talk about it. On many people's Androids, they've already started installing the apps. What they're doing in the country right now is implementing digital ID with driver's license at first. So many people claim it's the mark of the beast, but when you really look at the context of Revelation, it was written to the Christians that were being under severe persecution in Rome, and those things were to come quickly. There are some similarities that you can. No, what's up? Yes. Yes. Well, I'll put you at peace, and this is where a lot of people that claim Christianity go wrong. They try to apply Revelation to today, and it wasn't. And you can find that out within the first verse of Revelation, chapter 1. Where is your bunker your base, or did you switch bases? Okay, I am traveling to you right now. So, the mark of the beast, remember, Revelation is written in apocalyptic language. It means figurative. To give you an idea, in the military, prisoners of war, not everything. There's a lot of things that are literal. A lot of things that are supposed to be taken the way it's said. So let me put it to you like this. There's a lot of people that want to interpret the Bible how they want to interpret it and throw out the context. Prime example. Many people will say that baptism is not necessary for salvation. They will say, well, the thief on the cross wasn't baptized. Well, here's the deal. They were still under the old law. Christ had not died yet. He hadn't died, he hadn't been buried, and he hadn't resurrected from the dead. Number one. Number two, Jesus has all authority to Okay, well, let me ask you. What is the reason that it rubs you wrong? And do you do it based off of feelings? You don't have to have a white ground. The word baptism in scripture, yeah, no. In Acts chapter 2, bro, Peter preaches to the Jews at the day of Pentecost. Real quick, before I go into that, where is your bunker? I'm trying to find it. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm trying to find a shelter. That's what I was trying to find. Here we go. I found it. I'm loading in. So, in Acts chapter 2, on the day of Pentecost, all these Jews came from many different regions, okay? And it was something that they did yearly. Now, when Peter was preaching, he preached to them Jesus. And when he proved it with book, chapter, verse, quoted actually from the book of Joel. I'm laying down some stuff right now, by the way. I'll even lay down some generators. He quotes from the book of Joel. He also tells them that the man that they crucified was the man that was prophesied to save them from their sins. And in Acts chapter 2, verse 36, we read that they were pricked in their hearts because Peter called them out and said, the one that you killed, that was the Christ. And they said, men and brethren, what shall we do? And he said, repent and be baptized, every one of you, in the name of Jesus Christ for the remission of sins. Christ, in Mark 16:16, says, he that believes and is baptized shall be saved. He that believeth not shall be damned. Many people will say, you see, it says believeth not. In the original language, in the Greek, the believeth not means he that does not obey what I just said. The word baptism means immersion. It does not mean sprinkling. It does not mean pouring. When one is baptized, they are baptized for the remission of sins. It is not a work of man, as many preach. It is a work of God, because he's the one that does the cleansing. Okay. You do. You do. Baptism, yes. Ethiopian eunuch in Acts chapter 8 or Acts chapter 10. He says, here's water. What hinders me from being baptized? Christ himself said, he that believes and is baptized shall be saved. Mark 16:16. Baptism is how you get into the body. When you read Acts chapter 2, it's literally the gospel all in one chapter. But yes, I was in the military. Like, what was the reason why I went, or what was I doing in there? I went there to fight for my country. I went there to learn. I was a 91 Bravo, which is a wheeled vehicle mechanic. I was stationed at Joint Base Lewis McChord in Washington State at a field artillery unit. And I fought the vaccines the whole time I was in, and I got out honorably. No. I was mainly fighting the Department of Defense and the U.S. Army because they were restricting me from having religious exemptions, despite all the evidence I proved for being against vaccines. They had actually forced me to take it the first 6 months of training, and after I got to my duty station, which was supposed to be South Korea and then changed to Washington, I said, that's it. I'm done. So, I don't have that one. That is locked on mine as well. I've got a bunch of plans. Let me lay down this, let's see here. Let me lay down. I got to get used to this, this new way of, yeah, they switched up how you do your building. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh, jeez. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you got to, you've got to, in this game, you got to put yourself out there. Um, that's yeah. Oh, I mean, dude, I kid you not. When my uncle, my dad, and I got Fallout 76, because I grew up playing Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. New Vegas is my favorite. Um, yeah, dude, it's great. Yeah, no, I've been playing Battlefield 6, dude, and that's really good. Like, dude, that's the cat's meow in my opinion. Um, so I'm trying to find. Okay, yeah, I just checked and it still wasn't there. And then I've got a bunch of plans that I've saved over the years, and so I can no, I don't play GTA. Oh my goodness. This one is called Beast of Burden. Yep, I will join you right. Oh no. There we go. Okay, cool. Sometimes it doesn't let me join. But yeah, yeah. No, dude, I appear offline, but when you play Fallout, everybody will see you if they join the game. Yeah, no, dude, like for real, like it's yeah. No, you're good. Yeah. Oh, dude, when I used to be the king of getting stuff. When we first started playing 76 and I got my dad and my uncle involved, I was like I was like, "Hey, watch this." So I'd go up to people, "Hey y'all, I'm new to the game. I play with my uncle and my dad. We're needing some help. Would you be willing to help us?" Oh yeah, dude. Like I kid you not, I was the king of it, and I didn't deceive people either. Like, dude, I'm a very conscientious person. I did not deceive people at all. I was literally just upfront. This is our situation. Would you be able to help? Like, and dude, it just happened. So that was pretty cool. A lot of people have done a lot of things for us, and so that was really awesome. Like you'll I actually have two jobs because of the injuries that I succumbed to in the military. When I got into HVAC and refrigeration, the injuries continued to get worse, and I had to get two jobs. I work at uh, Dollar General in the evenings, and I work at AC Company as a shop manager in the mornings. So, so it's unfortunate. I should be making way more money right now, but it is what it is. My legs stopped working when I was doing HVAC and refrigeration on 180 to 190 degree roofs multiple times. Yeah, my legs stopped work. Like, dude, I could not move my legs for like 20, 30 minutes. Come to find out, I have severe nerve damage. And I also have damaged spinal discs. And on top of it was all the injuries that I succumbed to in the military. Uh, we, as a mechanic, we're supposed to have a certain amount of tools and a certain amount of equipment. We did not have the right tools and we did not have the right equipment. So I was having to do a bunch of jobs without the. I'm having to be in a V shape and put it where the bottom of my spine is rubbing against a tile floor in the motor pool, not concrete, but tile. And I would be in those positions for 10 to 15 minutes at a time. And the back of my spine, the bottom of my spine, would just rub against that tile, and I'd have to hold my tools with all the various extensions on them on top of trying to install, for example, a starter, or take off an exhaust pipe, or redo, take off the transmission, the oil pan for the transmission, and RTV it, which is a sealant, put it back on, and I'd have to be in a V position again in order to, tighten down everything. On top of rucking several miles a week and carrying 30 to 60 pounds. So, yeah, they screwed me up big time. So. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Supposed to appear every 20 minutes. I don't know why it's not. I gotta figure out this weight issue. What is weighing me down? Oh, the notes. Hey, I got a bunch of notes for you. Um, if well, here. I'm traveling to your world, so I'll meet up with you and I'll drop a whole bunch of notes for you. February 25th will be 6 years that we've been married, and we've been together for about 6.5 years. Yes. Yeah. I didn't really trip. There were some points where I was like, "Oh my goodness, like this may be really happening," but it never did. We don't do birth control or anything like that. We don't. you know, the best way I can put it, and it may sound funny to you, but it's the most appropriate way I can say it. I'm supposed to work from 8 to 5, but I clock out at 4:59. Let's just put it that way. Okay. I clock out early. Okay. Well, it's the most appropriate way I could say it, man. Yeah, it helps. I mean, my wife hasn't had a miscarriage or gotten pregnant, and if I'm being quite honest, I've mastered it. Oh yeah. 16. Oh wow. Hey, real quick. There you go. You got you've got loot right here of a bunch of plants. There are some plans that I can't drop, and there's some plans that I can. So nope, take them, bro. Yep. What is weighing me down? It is, man. It is. Um, my uncle, he spends hours and sometimes days working on his bases. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. There is an event going on the northeast side where it's called oh come on, One Violent Night. Yep. Nope. I just realized that. I so when I'll let you know when I'm there, and you just call and or you just go to the map, go to my name, and fast travel to me. Yeah, brother, I've barely gotten any sleep, man, in the past 2 days. I've been Sunday night, um, after services and everything, um, came home. Well, well, I was up all night. I didn't sleep for over 28 hours because all Sunday night going into Monday morning until I had to go to work, I was studying human trafficking more. So that's what I was doing. And then my wife and I also homestead, which a lot of people. Yes, I've been studying it for years, and I expose it verbally, and I'm in the works of trying to gain support so that I can be able to make an impact more in person. Let's just put it that way. Say what? Well, dude, I don't know how long I have to live, and the things that matter to me most is doing my best to be obedient to the Lord and fighting for the innocent. That's what's most important to me. You know, trying to get people to open their eyes to the truth. I'm trying to gain as much support as I can through, from my podcast. And, yeah, man. So, do I agree with everything that he says? No. But do I agree with a lot of, do I agree with a lot of what he said? Absolutely. And I'll tell you why I don't agree with. No, he fought for the family. Um, and dude, I love Charlie Kirk. I really did. Did I agree with everything? No, and this is where I'll explain. When it came to Israel, he was wrong on. Many people in Christianity think that we have an obligation to support the 1948 geopolitical state of Israel. No, we do not. No, we do not. Okay. The country of Israel? Okay. No, that's fine. Yeah, no, that's fine, man. I can work with that. Yeah, there. Many Christians believe that we're supposed to support Israel. That's totally wrong. And what they do is they refer to Genesis 12, but they don't know where this phrase is said. Those who bless you will be blessed, and those who curse you will be cursed. God told that to Abram. The children of Israel were not even around yet. Yeah. Believe it or not, there was a lot of bad things that he did, but the reason why he's portrayed as this evil person is because he went against the. There was a lot of evil that Hitler did, but the main reason why they went after him is because he fought the Satanist, believe it or not, and he went up against the some of the richest families in the world that were trying to push central banking in his country, and he fought against them. That yeah, well, no, absolutely, but history. Yes. Uh-huh. Well, it's yeah, believe it or not, um, it's you'd be surprised how common that is. Here's the deal: evil people can say the right thing, and the problem, yeah, well, the church was established in the first century. The church that Christ established, the church that Christ bought with his own blood, that was established in the first century in Acts chapter 2. And are you in a different world? Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. When I jump into the world that you were just in, I'll switch. But yeah, man, the one thing that I've come to actually recently is one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can't hear you. They only hear me. Oh no, you're good, man. I'm here to answer in any questions, man. Test.
Test. Test.
No, you're good, man. Um, if you need tips, I'd be more than willing to help you. So, you're talking about the streaming. I, I, I spent, believe it or not, I spent the last couple years I've been on and off trying to stream, and just a couple weeks ago I was finally able to get into OBS again, and after doing some research and whatnot, I finally figured it out, and it took me over 10 hours, and I've just tried to make it better, better, and better, and getting the overlays right and the QR codes right, so I could save you a bunch of time is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, man, if you have any questions, you can ask me anything, man. I love reasoning with people, and I love talking with people. So, yeah. Oh, I'm big on that. I believe that if you claim to, yeah, dude, I love when people question me, and I love to see the reactions on people's faces when I give them an answer that they were not expecting. Because here's the deal: many people have a belief, but they're not convicted, and that's with anything. That's with anything. Many people have a borrowed faith. They Prime example. Um, there are many people that proclaim to be Christian, and when I ask them why they believe what they believe, they can't give me an answer. And if they do give me an answer, they say, "Oh, well, I got to go ask my preacher," or "Oh, I got to ask the priest," or "Oh, I got to." And I'm like, "Wait. But you said you believe this." And they're, well, yeah. So, if you believe something, why aren't you able to answer it? And so, a lot of people, well, it kind of is, and I'll tell you why. And this is where the controversial thing happens. It's if you believe something, and when you're questioned and you run away, do you really believe it? But when you're well, believing something, if you believe something, how can you believe something that you don't know? The conviction comes from, well, yeah. Well, conviction and belief are two different things. They they have their similarities, but they're two different things. For example, when someone is convicted, you can tell in the way they speak. You can tell how precise they are. While a person that just plainly just believes something primarily goes off of a borrowed faith. I heard it from this person. It sounded good and made me feel good. Therefore, I believe it. And that's a very dangerous. Yeah, but when you and that is, well, yeah, and the thing is that's where studying comes in. Um, we we live in a society where many people proclaim to live an opinionated life, but they use that excuse to justify their, much of it is their misbehavior or their lack of wanting to pursue truth. It's a cover up. Very few things are opinionated. Most people that proclaim to have all these opinions and have an opinionated life, the majority of it is are topics and beliefs that either are truth or lies. That there are so many what? How so? I'm trying to understand because ah, I see. You're you're 18, man. You're 18, dude. You you gotta learn. You got a lot to learn, and guess what? So do I. Yeah, if I gotta slow down, let me know. because it, oh yeah. Well, I yeah, no, I feel you, man. I feel you. I still don't see that thing up, man. Let's see here. Oh snap. um, what's what called? It is called. Beast of Burden. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. I have a younger sister. It's just a couple years younger than me. I have a little sister, and then I have a couple stepsisters. No, no one has kids. No stepsisters or anybody has kids yet. Mm-hmm. It well actually, yeah. It's being pushed a lot. People say what? Civilians. Well, when I think of civilian, I think of you got soldiers and civilians. So how would you define civilian? No, I just do my own thing, man. To be honest with you, you'd actually be surprised in not trying to bring it up or whatever again, because I know you mentioned, whatever, but it's pushed so much. Be fruitful and multiply. Be fruitful and multiply. It's people want the title of parent, but they don't want the responsibility, and they try to use this, and they try to use the scripture. Yeah. Well, it's one of those things where it's a big responsibility, and 450 to 800,000 plus children go missing every single year in America alone. Alone, we have the most missing. Yeah, well, and it's not just little children. It's people that go to school. Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. Thanks, man. Man, excuse me. I'm really trying to make an impression on this kid. Dog can't hear him, but I can. And we're in a party. And just trying to make an impression on him. He seems to be very confused about a lot of things, but at least he's honest about it. But he's 18 years old. So I remember when I was 18. So in these situations, you just try to be understanding. I just went in the books that I tried to warn him, and just tried to educate him. And because I don't want him learning things the hard way like I did. So. Hey. I'm trying to find this base and I can't find it. And it's driving me up. 175. Yeah. 5'4". Yeah, I'm a short guy. I actually don't really drink coffee, to be honest. I and I'm actually. It sounds a lot, but it's more muscle than it is fat. I'm even though I have my injuries and I can't operate and do certain things because I homestead and I take care of farm animals and everything with my wife. It I still work out in different ways. I just don't go to the gym. Dude, we live out in the country. The nearest gym is like 40 minutes away. I do a lot of military workouts. Yeah. Or as some people will say, there was a cup I saw and it says, I don't have a dad bod, I have a father figure. That was great, dude. I know, I know. Well, dude, if you're fit, man. No way around it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just hopping to a new world right now. Give me a minute and I'll hop to yours. I my game just froze on me. Yeah, my game froze, so I'm getting back in the game. So give me just a minute. So check this out. If you go into the PlayStation Store and type in Fallout first, you can do the monthly. I had to do that today. 12.99. What happened? You skipped out. Ah, brother, you're not the only one. I have to watch what I say all of the time. Sometimes I slip up and sometimes I don't. Oh no. 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 Yeah, it's. I'm telling you, there's a difference between a male and a man, and the males in this country are feminized. I'm fast traveling to you, so just give me just 1 second. But yeah, man, you were asking about the farm animals that we have. We have we have chickens, we have sheep, and then we have dogs and cats. Mm-hmm. Yep. Like when I say we homestead, I say what? We got this property in 2023. So this year will be 3 years. Yeah, June will be 3 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 30. I got the VA loan. So, well, we're trying to sell it and relocate to somewhere more rural to get away from the city that has come all the way out here. Like we're trying to be in the middle of nowhere. Well, with digital ID and everything being implemented, I'm not going to bend my knee to it. And well, it's not. Yeah, well, here's the deal. Um, yeah. Well, well, what people don't understand is that these cities are about to become 15-minute cities. And when digital ID hits, they will be forcing everybody to comply or they're going to lose everything. If we go to a small town out in the middle of Nowheresville where it's very hard to survive and only a couple hundred people live, uh, you're going to have a lot better chance of survival. Well, they've already poisoned the water with fluoride. I, I will tell you this much. There's a lot that I cannot tell you of why I'm doing certain things. I can give an answer for a lot of things, but there are some things where like no one will know. Like my wife might know, but not even she knows everything. Some things I just, especially things like moving out in the middle of nowhere, to some people that may look like, oh, I'm trying to run away, when it's completely the opposite. And so I want to protect my family, and there's there's certain things that I must do in order to protect them, and sometimes that means going into an extreme environment in order to try to survive so that huh. Dubai, I don't feel like being around a bunch of Muslims and Islamists. Plus, I can't have my guns there. I fought for this country. This is my homeland. I'm gonna stay here till the day I die. No, it's a police state. Yeah, these other countries, you don't have the same gun rights and everything. So, uh, hey, real quick, I got your 45. This is all the 45 rounds I have. If you need more, let me know and I'll make you more. But yeah, dude, there's a lot of things that I can't say, a lot of plans that I have. I'll give some information, but I can't get all of it, especially because it will make my family vulnerable. So sometimes the best thing, and take this as someone that's a veteran, sometimes the best thing is not to lie, because that's wrong, but to only tell people what you want them to know. You know what I mean? So it's let me tell you, to a lot of people it may seem like, oh, I'm just wanting to run away and escape. And that's not even it. So I will tell people certain things. Like, yeah, we're going over here. And a lot of people may criticize me. A lot of people may, you know, try to discourage me from doing it. A lot of people may try to be whatever, belittle me, minimize me, whatever, emasculate me. But here's the deal. I let them believe certain things, and I only tell them what I want them to know. So I may only say, yeah, we're moving away, and this is where we're moving to. Oh, well, that's a secluded area. Yeah, I know. Oh, well, No, I don't drink. I never drink, partied, smoke. I saved myself till marriage. I've made my fair share of mistakes and still do. I just don't do. I just don't do those. My mistakes are different, bro. There's a lot of mistakes that I've made. My sins are not necessarily public. They're private with just me, myself, and I. My personal battles, the ones that are private, are the hardest battles. Okay? They are. They are. Like I told you, man, being obedient to the Lord in all things is the hardest thing for me to do. So, I try. I yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I grew up. Well, the church is there. Um, when I, yeah, yeah, no, no, and yeah, well, not the strip isn't Vegas. It's just part of Vegas. Uh, I avoid I avoided certain areas. I hated going to the strip, to be honest. Um, I You know, not much different than than Corinth in the scriptures. They were known for being a very sexual, moral, perverted, idolatrous. That is actually one of my biggest struggles, bro. Um, Once again, private sin, bro. It's it, yeah. Well, I is it all the time? No, but dude, I was given a I was given a well I was given a phone at 12 years old, a smartphone. Yeah. Well, I made mistakes, and yeah, man. So, brother, if you looked at my podcast, I even admitted that in the pulpit, which you don't hear preachers admit that, especially in a pulpit. But it's because I'm transparent. So, am I overcoming it? Absolutely. Am I getting better at fighting it? Absolutely. Do I fall at times? Uh, I am roaming. I'm actually northeast, northwest of my base. Yeah. I plan on getting to bed about 15 minutes. So, well, I'm probably gonna be on for another 15 minutes. But yeah, man. Well, hey, I've really enjoyed talking to you tonight, man, and I appreciate you being on, and I appreciate you helping me. And yeah, man, it's been a blessing being able to get to know you and talk to you. So, oh, you did? Oh, there you go. All right, got it. I keep being overcumbered. Yeah, I still haven't. I'm going to my base. Who is? Really? Oh, okay. I'll try to get there in a minute. There we go. Nice. Yeah. I hopped when I arrived. I had just gotten the caps. What else do I do in this game? Build bases, play the raids. That's what I primarily do. Especially the raids. You go to a matter of fact, it's actually near here. You go to Gleaming Depths, which is southwest of us, and there you are able to level up like quickly. Tripping. Where's it? There it is. Well, all right, man. I am going to wrap it up for the night. But, dude, it was such a pleasure getting to talk to you, man. I appreciate you helping me. So, but yeah, man, you be good, and yeah, we'll talk sometime. And if you have any questions about anything, feel free to message me, and I'll message you back as soon as possible. All right, sounds good, bro. All right, y'all have a good night. All right. Bye. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I definitely appreciate it. A lot that we can learn. Okay, a lot that we can learn. Young kid has 2 kids at 18 now, and just trying to help someone find the truth. I did appreciate his honesty, but it is disheartening to see people that don't have a love for truth and that just want to live life. So, but hopefully the Lord will have grace and mercy on him, and hopefully he'll come to the knowledge of the truth and obey it. Once again, kid's a cool dude, and I understand he's not set really in his beliefs, and that that is what it is. I remember when I was 18, but yeah. So, once again, please consider supporting me. Subscribe, follow, both on my Real Anthony Kane social media and the Cryptics Kane X social media. And if you're willing, please donate as well. Hope everybody has a wonderful evening, wonderful night, and yeah. So I got to be up in a couple hours, but I'll see y'all later.